Have you ever noticed how good you feel after a hearty laugh? That wasn't just in your head, it was in your entire body. Welcome to the Science of Joy, where today we're exploring how laughter physically transforms your body from the inside out. When was the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt? That full body experience isn't just enjoyable, it's medicine. And today we're breaking down what exactly happens in your body when you laugh, why it matters, and how to get more of this natural medicine into your daily life. Before we dive into the science, it's worth noting that the healing power of laughter isn't a new discovery. Ancient civilizations understood this intuitively. In the Bible's book of Proverbs, written over 2,000 years ago, find, "A merry heart doeth good like a medicine." Ancient Chinese medicine incorporated laughter therapy for centuries. And in ancient Greece, Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, used clowns and jesters in treatment rooms to aid patient recovery. But it wasn't until the 1970s that modern science began to take a serious look at humor's effect on health, largely thanks to Norman Cousins. After being diagnosed with a painful degenerative disease, Cousins prescribed himself Marx Brothers films and other comedies, discovering that 10 minutes of genuine belly laughter gave him 2 hours of pain-free sleep. His book documenting this experience, Anatomy of an Illness, sparked scientific interest in what we now call psychoneuroimmunology, the study of how our mental state affects our physical health. Let's start with what happens the moment you laugh. When you laugh, you take in oxygen-rich air, stimulate your heart, lungs, and muscles, increase endorphins released by your brain, and activate and then relieve your stress response. Dr. William Fry, a Stanford University psychiatrist who pioneered the study of laughter, found that laughing 100 times is equivalent to 10 minutes on a rowing machine. It's literally a mini workout. During laughter, your respiration changes dramatically. You exhale more forcefully and for longer periods than normal breathing. In fact, during intense laughter, you can expel all the air in your lungs, which then allows for a deeper, more cleansing inhale afterward. This respiratory workout has profound effects, especially for people with conditions like COPD or asthma. Regular laughter sessions have been shown to improve pulmonary function by strengthening respiratory muscles. When we laugh, our heart rate increases by 10 to 20%, which means we're burning calories. One study from Vanderbilt University found that laughing for 10 to 15 minutes can burn up to 40 calories. While it's not going to replace your gym membership, it's comparable to the calorie burn from slow walking or light housework. And it's not just your cardiovascular system getting a workout. Laughter engages your core muscles, your facial muscles. Up to 15 facial muscles activate when you smile, and that number jumps up dramatically during laughter, and even muscles in your shoulders and back. This thermal imaging shows how blood flow increases throughout the body during and after a good laugh session, bringing oxygen and nutrients to tissues while carrying away waste products. Now, let's go deeper to the biochemical level. Laughter triggers a remarkable cascade of biochemical changes in your body. First, your brain releases endorphins, natural opioids that reduce pain and create feelings of euphoria. These are some of the same compounds released during exercise, explaining the runner's high sensation that can also come from a good laugh session. Simultaneously, your hypothalamus triggers the release of dopamine, the reward neurotransmitter, and serotonin, which regulates mood. This chemical cocktail is similar to what happens when we eat chocolate or fall in love, but without the calories or heartbreak. A comprehensive 2016 study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that even anticipating laughter, just knowing you're about to watch something funny, caused a significant decreases in 3 stress hormones, 39% decrease in cortisol, your primary stress hormone, 70% decrease in epinephrine, adrenaline, and a 38% reduction in DOPAC, a hormone that helps produce adrenaline. This biochemical reset explains why laughter is one of the fastest ways to reduce stress. When you laugh, your amygdala, the brain's threat detector, temporarily dampens its activity. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, responsible for complex thinking and worry, gets a brief rest as well. In 2011, researchers at Oxford University conducted an experiment testing pain thresholds before and after laughter. They tested this by having participants watch either comedy or non-humorous videos, then testing how much physical discomfort they could tolerate with a blood pressure cuff or ice water immersion. The results were remarkable. Pain thresholds were significantly higher after laughter. Even more fascinating, the effect was stronger in groups watching comedy together than individuals watching alone. There's something special about shared laughter. This explains explains why laughter yoga, where people gather specifically to laugh together, has shown therapeutic benefits even when the laughter starts as forced. Your body responds to the physical act of laughing regardless of whether it began from genuine humor. Even when we begin with simulated laughter, within minutes, the brain can't tell the difference, and the same physiological benefits occur. But perhaps most remarkable is what laughter does for your immune system. Laughter increases immune cells and infection-fighting antibodies, improving your resistance to disease. It's literally making you stronger from within. Dr. Lee Burke at Loma Linda University has conducted multiple studies spanning over 30 years, showing that laughter increases natural killer cells that attack tumors and viruses, activates T cells that help regulate immune response, increases gamma interferon, a protein that fights viral infections, increases immunoglobulin A, IgA, an antibody that protects against respiratory infections, and decreases inflammatory cytokines associated with chronic disease. In one particularly striking study, Dr. Burke found that simply anticipating watching a funny video increased levels of IgA by 27%, and this effect lasted for up to 12 hours afterward. His longitudinal research found that people who regularly incorporate humor into their lives have 37% fewer illnesses than those who don't. It's almost like getting an extra month of health every year. What's particularly interesting is that these immune benefits seem cumulative. Regular exposure to humor appears to train the immune system to maintain higher baseline levels of protective factors. Your heart particularly loves when you laugh. Dr. Michael Miller at the University of Maryland Medical Center conducted a fascinating experiment where participants watched segments of two types of movies: stressful scenes from Saving Private Ryan and funny scenes from comedy, like There's Something About Mary. After watching the stressful film, blood vessels constricted by about 35%, but after comedy, blood flow increased by 22%, an effect similar to light exercise or taking statin drugs, but a lot more fun. Laughter improves blood vessel function through the release of nitric oxide, which dilates vessels, reducing blood pressure and increasing blood flow. The University of Maryland Medical Center found that people with heart disease were 40% less likely to laugh in various situations compared to people of the same age without heart disease. We now prescribe laughter therapy alongside conventional treatments for cardiovascular rehabilitation. Some forward-thinking cardiac rehabilitation programs now incorporate comedy as part of recovery. Patients watch funny movies or comedy shows as they recover, with measurable improvements in blood pressure and heart rate variability. A 2017 study in the Journal of Epidemiology found that those who laughed daily had a 21% lower risk of heart disease than those who rarely laughed. That's a protection level comparable to some medications, but with no side effects or co-pays. The benefits don't stop when the laughter does. Research from Loma Linda University shows that the positive effects of a good laugh can last for 24 hours. This includes lowered blood pressure, reduced stress hormones, and increased immune function. A 2014 meta-analysis in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine reviewed research over 30 years and found consistent evidence that regular laughter reduces depression and anxiety scores, improves sleep quality, enhances quality of life in chronic conditions, can even improve lung function in COPD patients, increases pain tolerance in chronic pain conditions, and improves glucose regulation in diabetic patients. Brain imaging studies show that regular laughter actually changes your brain over time, strengthening neural connections in regions associated with positive emotions and resilience to stress. This is neuroplasticity in action, your brain literally rewiring itself through positive experiences. It's the same principle behind cognitive therapy, but in a much more enjoyable package. The benefits of laughter start early and matter throughout life. Children laugh about 300 to 400 times per day, while the average adult manages only 15 to 20 laughs. This decline might be one of the unrecognized factors in declining health as we age. Research shows that humor has specific benefits at different life stages. For children, laughter during play helps develop social bonds, builds resilience, and even improves cognitive development. A 2019 study in the Journal of Child Development found that children who engaged in humorous play showed greater creativity and problem-solving abilities. When children laugh, their brains release brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which promotes neuron growth and connections, literally building a better brain through joy. For young adults, humor helps manage stress during crucial developmental periods. Studies of college students show those with stronger senses of humor have better stress management skills and higher academic achievement. And for older adults, laughter becomes even more crucial. A longitudinal study from Norway followed 53,000 people for 15 years and found that those with a stronger sense of humor had 20% lower mortality rate, even after controlling for health conditions and lifestyle factors. One elderly participant states, "I make sure to watch comedy shows every evening. My doctor says my blood work looks better than patients 20 years younger. I tell him my secret is laughing at least once every hour." Laughter isn't just good for our individual bodies, it's essential social glue. Humans are 30 times more likely to laugh in social situations than when alone. This suggests laughter evolved primarily as a social bonding mechanism. Robert Provine, a neuroscientist and author of Laughter, a Scientific Investigation, found that laughter is contagious because we have dedicated mirror neurons that fire both when we laugh and when we see or hear others laughing. This neurological connection explains why laugh tracks work and why YouTube channels of baby laughter can rack up millions of views. We're literally wired to join in when others laugh. A 2017 study from the University of North Carolina found that shared laughter accelerates feelings of closeness between strangers by releasing oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, the same hormone released during childbirth and breastfeeding that creates the mother-infant bond. This social aspect multiplies the physical benefits. When we laugh with others, we get not only the physiological benefits of laughter itself, but also the health-promoting effects of social connection, which research increasingly shows is as important to health as diet and exercise. So, how do we get more of this miracle medicine? Find what genuinely makes you laugh. Comedy is personal. Some people love stand-up, others prefer sitcoms, improv shows, or funny movies. There's no right answer, just whatever triggers your authentic laughter. Here are some practical ways to bring more laughter into your life. 1. Create laughter libraries. Put together collections of funny videos, books, or podcasts for when you need a quick boost. Save links to YouTube videos, comedy specials, or humorous articles that reliably make you laugh. 2. Make a laughter calendar. Schedule comedy nights or funny movie marathons, making laughter a priority, just like you would exercise. Set calendar reminders to take short laughter breaks throughout your workday. 3. Engage in social laughter. Spend some time with funny friends, people who share your humor style. Join comedy clubs, improv groups, or even start a laughter dinner where everyone brings a joke or a funny story to share. 4. Attend laughter classes. Laughter yoga combines breathing exercises with simulated laughter that quickly becomes real. These classes are specifically designed to maximize the physical benefits of laughter. Even forced laughter provides the same physiological benefits as genuine laughter. Your body can't tell the difference. One laughter yoga instructor shares, "We start with voluntary laughter exercises, but within minutes, it transforms into genuine, contagious laughter. The body doesn't distinguish between fake and real laughter. It responds to the physical act itself." 5. Create a humor first aid kit. Prepare for stressful times by building a collection of fail-proof humor resources. Just as you'd have a first aid kit for physical injuries, create one for emotional challenges. 6. Start a laughter journal. Keep track of what makes you laugh each day. This mindfulness practice both increases awareness of humor in your life and creates a resource that you can return to when needed. And finally, 7. Find comedy subscriptions. Consider subscribing to humor magazines, comedy podcasts, or streaming services with strong comedy sections. Making humor convenient increases the likelihood that you'll engage with it regularly. But what about when life isn't funny? When we're facing illness, loss, or other challenges? Research shows that humor humor may be most valuable precisely when life is most difficult. A 2018 study in the Journal of Palliative Medicine found that terminal cancer patients who maintained their sense of humor reported significantly better quality of life and lower pain levels than those who didn't. Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl noted in his landmark book, Man's Search for Meaning, that humor was a crucial survival mechanism in concentration camps, one of the soul's weapons in the fight for self-preservation. One cancer survivor says, "During chemo, my friends and I started a funny hat tradition. Every session, we'd wear increasingly ridiculous hats. The nurses said our treatment room had the best blood oxygen levels because we were constantly laughing. Humor didn't cure my cancer, but it helped me survive." This is why many hospitals now have clown doctors programs, bringing specialized performers to interact with patients, particularly children. The results go beyond psychological comfort. Studies show concrete medical benefits, including shorter hospital stays and reduced need for pain medication. A 2020 meta-analysis in the Journal of Evidence-Based Integrative Medicine reviewed 13 studies and found that hospital clown interventions significantly reduced anxiety, pain, and stress hormone levels in both child and adult patients. For maximum benefits, aim for at least 15 minutes of laughter daily. Break it into smaller chunks. A funny video with breakfast, a humorous podcast on your commute, jokes with coworkers at lunch, and perhaps a comedy show in the evening. Make laughter intentional rather than accidental. We schedule exercise, healthy meals, and sleep. Why not laughter? Research suggests that intentionally engaging with humor produces stronger benefits than passive exposure. Consider a 30-day laughter challenge. Start with just 5 minutes daily, then gradually increase to 15 to 20 minutes. Many participants report that, like exercise, it becomes addictive once you experience the benefits. After about 2 weeks of daily laughter practice, most people report noticeable differences in their stress levels, sleep quality, and even their relationships. The science of laughter is still evolving, with exciting new research directions. Current research frontiers include how laughter might influence genetic expression through epigenetic changes, the potential for virtual reality humor therapy for isolated individuals, how culture differences in humor affect health outcomes, the development of humor training programs for health professionals, and using machine learning to identify personalized humor prescriptions based on individual preferences and health needs. We're now using sophisticated brain imaging to understand exactly which neural pathways are activated by different types of humor. This could eventually lead to precisely targeted humor interventions for specific health conditions. Essentially, laughter as a personalized medicine. The best part? Unlike many health interventions, laughter is free, has no negative side effects, except maybe some sore abs. Available to everyone regardless of age, physical condition, or finances. Doesn't require a prescription, works immediately, is infinitely renewable, and builds community rather than requiring isolation. In our increasingly stressful world, we need this natural medicine more than ever. So tonight, instead of scrolling through stressful news, consider putting on a comedy special or calling that friend who always makes you laugh. Your body will thank you with better health, reduced pain, and a stronger immune system, and perhaps, most importantly, a more joyful life. Remember, every time you laugh, you're sending a cascade of healing chemicals through your body, exercising vital organs, relieving stress, connecting with others, and literally adding years to your life. It might be the most powerful medicine that never needs a prescription. That's all for today's episode of The Science of Joy. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a laugh. In the comments below, tell us what never fails to make you laugh.